Erika ran it. American, blonde, voice like a scalpel. She never touched the children, she just priced us. Club paradise. That's what they call the shipping containers behind the PX. Red lights, padlocks, a jukebox playing American rock while screamed. 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds. Some so drunk they didn't know their own names.
For months now, people online have been going back and forth over the alleged connections between Erica Kirk's organization, Romanian Angels, Colonel Otto Buscher, and the disturbing CT claims surrounding them. At first, a lot of people brushed it off as internet gossip, a wild conspiracy, or another political media storm pushed by left-wing outlets. But now, new claims and reports are starting to pull this story into a much darker spotlight. According to recent reports spreading online, a survivor connected to Erica's Romanian Angels charity has allegedly come forward, and Erica is reportedly being accused of being one of the group's most feared handlers. The allegations have shocked a lot of people following the case. For background, in 2006, Erica Kirk, then known as Fransv, launched a nonprofit called Everyday Heroes Like You.
According to one of the former children, now an adult, the former child, now an adult, who was adopted out of Antonio's placement center, that is notably a corrupt orphanage. Okay, this is, and she's referring to Antonio's placement center. Just to make it clear for you guys, Everyday Heroes is her 501c3. And then they do various projects. This was called the Romanian Angels Project. And they did this, the Romanian Angels, so to speak, were living at Antonio's placement center in Constanta, Romania, where our base was. And I'm going to read you this email from someone who was placed from the Antonio Placement Center.
Between 2011 and 2015, the organization operated a project called Romanian Angels, partnering with the U.S. Marines and United Hands Romania to provide holiday gifts for children living at the Antonio Placement Center in Constanta, Romania. During that time, Erica allegedly wasn't just stopping by to help with donations or support the facility. Sources claim she had a much deeper role behind the scenes and was heavily involved in managing operations at the center. But according to accusations now spreading online, some former insiders believe there was far more happening in the background than anyone realized.
It reads, Dear Candace, I am writing to share personal historical context regarding the Antonio Placement Center in Constanta, Romania, which may be relevant to your reporting on Erica Kirk and the Romanian Angels Project. While independent fact-checkers have found no evidence linking Ms. Kirk's work to illicit activities, I believe the history of the Antonio Placement Center warrants further investigation. I was personally placed in this center under dubious circumstances involving misdiagnosis and institutional pressure before being adopted internationally. This center in particular, are notorious for corruption and illicit activities such as trafficking children, which is why I was shocked that out of all of the placement centers in Romania, this was a center that she chose to partner with.
One former orphan who was later adopted from the Antonio Placement Center reportedly wrote an open letter to Candace Owens, accusing the entire organization of corruption and alleging illicit activity tied to money laundering schemes and alleged CT-related operations. The claims instantly sparked major controversy online. The survivor also questioned how they were placed into the institution in the first place. According to the letter, the system was allegedly criticized for lacking transparency and for using exaggerated or catastrophic descriptions to place children into care, even when proper medical or social reasons may not have existed. The insider further claimed they were personally labeled with severe impairments that allegedly were not backed by accurate developmental records or proper evaluations. As if the situation wasn't already explosive enough, a 2019 complaint from a former base translator made even more shocking allegations against Colonel Otto A. Buscher.
Okay, so this video was posted 12 years ago on her personal page, and most of the video is just clips of her giving gifts to orphans. However, I want to pay attention to this thank you message at the end that thanks Colonel Busher.
According to the complaint, Busher allegedly operated the base in an extremely inappropriate and abusive environment involving serious misconduct claims connected to young individuals. These allegations have remained heavily controversial and widely debated online ever since. What made people pay even closer attention was the fact that Erica Kirk publicly thanked Busher by name in a Romanian Angels promo video, praising him for helping coordinate the charity's work in Romania at the time. And then there's the message from Tyler Boyer that people online still bring up constantly. In the leaked conversation, Tyler talked about a trip to Romania connected to political work and described wild experiences during his time there.
Erica just can't remember. She can't remember how she knows him. She can't remember how she met him. It must. She said to me, maybe it was through a senator. Specifically, that's what she said to me in person. She said it might have been through a senator. I think it could have been through a senator. I think it definitely could have been through a senator. Honestly, the vibes are vibing here.
The messages immediately sparked backlash once they started circulating online. Tyler reportedly wrote, "I went to Romania to do some work with a senator in the parliament there. He was friends with this guy that owned a modeling agency and took me to the beach for 4 days and legit slept collectively for 10 hours. These girls were crazy and I got completely Romanian sloshed, and it got very interesting." The person he was messaging then replied, "Romanian women don't mess around." At the time, Tyler Boyer was reportedly married, which only added more drama once the text became public. Sources also claim this was around the same period when Tyler and Erica Kirk allegedly crossed paths. But according to Candace Owens,
their next model management in New York City, Faith Cates, who was the co-founder of it, had to step down because of her involvement with Jeffrey Epstein. She's like in his emails like 4,000 times, even after he got arrested for pedophilia. She's like, "I will never betray you. I will never, ever betray you. Like, I've got your back to the end." She was very close. I mean, look, she's inviting him here in this email to her son's bar mitzvah.
Erica repeatedly claimed she could not clearly remember how they first met. Candace said she pressed Erica multiple times about the connection, and Erica allegedly answered that she couldn't recall the details, though she suggested it may have happened through a senator or political contact. That response only made critics even more suspicious online. Looking at Tyler's leaked screenshots, he claimed he was in Romania to meet with a senator. That immediately led people online to start asking questions. Was it the same senator connected to the other? Allegations? Are these connections really this close, or are people forcing unrelated events together? The speculation exploded fast once those details started lining up. Some critics then pushed the conversation even further by bringing up Jeffrey Epstein and long-running allegations tied to modeling agencies operating in Romania. Reports and online discussions have claimed Epstein allegedly used certain modeling connections as a cover for illicit activity, though many details remain heavily disputed and controversial. People also pointed to Erica's reported partnership with Next Model.
It's not great, the relationship that Faith Cates had with Jeffrey Epstein, Eastern European models all around Next Model Management Office. He was helping this model agency in particular. And so I decided to see if I could get some more people to verify that Erica was involved. What was she doing? Was she modeling? No. Well, I was able to confirm it, not just once, not twice, 3 times, 4 times with people with direct knowledge that Erica Kirk was multiple times taking meetings at Next Model Management and dealing with the people, like the suits that would surround Faith Cates, people like Jeffrey Epstein. Now, they did not say they saw her meeting with Jeffrey Epstein, but they said essentially Jeffrey Epstein was always there.
The agency's co-founder, Faith Cates, later stepped down amid scrutiny over her ties to Jeffrey Epstein, even after his criminal conviction became public. Reports have also claimed Kate's name appeared thousands of times in Epstein-related documents and logs, alongside allegations of multiple meetings between the two that reportedly were not listed as formal business dealings. For context, many of the models connected to Next Model reportedly came from Eastern Europe, a region Romania fits into both geographically and politically. Because of that, online investigators and critics started looking even closer at possible overlaps and connections tied to the people involved. Now, was Erica actually working for Next Model as a former beauty pageant winner? Reports claim she was not officially signed or employed by the agency. However, sources allege that she frequently attended meetings there, which only added more speculation and raised even more questions among people following the controversy online. Right now, Erica Kirk reportedly has not publicly explained what her exact role or involvement with Next Model was, and that silence has only fueled more online speculation. Critics argue that this is not the first time her name has allegedly appeared around people or organizations later linked to Jeffrey Epstein controversies. People have also brought up Erica's reported work with the Corcoran Group, where she was allegedly involved in real estate. Online discussions have questioned that connection because, according to reports, there are no widely known public listings showing properties she personally sold or managed. That detail has caused even more debate around what her actual role may have been. For context, the Corcoran Group has previously been connected in media reports to both Jeffrey Epstein and Lex Wexner. The company reportedly acted as a broker during Epstein's purchase of Little St. James, the island that later became infamous during investigations into his activities. To be clear, there has been no official confirmation that Erica Kirk had direct ties to Jeffrey Epstein himself. Still, critics continue questioning how her name allegedly kept appearing in overlapping social and professional circles connected to powerful figures surrounding him. Those unanswered questions are exactly what continue driving the controversy online. At this point, many of these claims are still heavily debated online and remain unproven. But for critics following the story, the biggest question is no longer just about alleged connections to Jeffrey Epstein. People are now examining Erica Kirk's reported links to several controversial figures who have faced accusations involving alleged CT networks, misconduct scandals, and other disturbing claims tied to Romania and beyond. Attention has also shifted toward Erica's professional and personal associations, including her recent Make Heaven Crowded tour. During the tour, she reportedly partnered with Pastor Greg Laurie from Harvest Christian Fellowship. As of early 2026, Laurie was reportedly facing consolidated federal lawsuits connected to allegations involving misconduct and alleged CT-related operations tied to Romania. Those reports pushed the controversy surrounding Erica even further into the spotlight online. Just a few months ago, many people dismissed the Romanian angel's accusations as internet rumors or conspiracy talk. But now, according to online reports, alleged survivors and former insiders are beginning to speak publicly about their experiences, adding even more attention to the situation. Right now, people across social media are debating what all of this really means and whether more evidence will eventually surface. Be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the next video as more details continue unfolding.